Welcome back to the Marine Corps Movie Minute. I am your co-host, Brian Lockhart,
And I'm Jack Perry.
and we are discussing the Marine Corps movie classic, Heartbreak Ridge, 1 minute at a time. Today we're back to discuss minute 16, and this minute begins with Stitch Jones. Cont- um, okay, I'm going to start that over. Somebody's been drinking tonight too.
What flavor is it? Chardonnay, rosé?
Oh, it is wine, and it's my Christmas blend, and I'll thank you very much. It's awesome. Okay. The minute begins with Stitch Jones contemplating the sexual politics of living alone. The minute ends with Stitch Jones telling Clint Eastwood not to sell him on making love or making something. We
Yeah,
don't
making something that got cut off.
so he doesn't need, you know, Tom
His
Highway to
help.
give him yeah, he doesn't need any help from Tom Highway. Because all Tom Highway knows is to blow in his ear, apparently.
Yeah.
So from last minute, he said, Stitch Jones said, "These aren't your magazines, are they?" And of course, they're women's magazines that Tom Highway's reading earlier in the movie. And so he starts listing off some of the magazine, not titles, but what do you call them?
Yeah, the topics.
The cover stories. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's reading the magazine cover stories, and he gets a laugh from reading them. He kind of chuckles to himself. Of course, the minute starts with the first one: the sexual politics of living alone, the big commitment and you. And then, of course, he kind of he gets into a Jamaican accent when he does island erotica, how to stay tan. What is it, tan, titillized in the cool isles of Jamaica, man, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Now, right there with his Jamaican accent, I think he was auditioning for Jaws 4 and didn't even know it yet.
Yeah, that's what got him the role right there. He's like that one scene that was pivotal. It sold the scene.
I think so. I think he walked in for his audition and just literally played this scene and said, and they said, "You're hired."
You're hired. Yep, easy. Right there. Best casting choice ever.
Right, exactly. So, of course, then there's the last one he says is Sunday sex for a Wednesday lover, which he thinks sounds like a song.
Yeah. A rap song. It
Right.
starts
He makes
rapping
one
it.
up. Yeah, makes one up sorry, he makes one up on the whatever.
On the have another sip.
He makes one up on the spot.
Oh, we got to keep
I'm
all of this
keeping it
one.
all. I'm not editing anything out this time. I'm already tired of editing. It's just raw footage from now on.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, everything's a blooper.
Yeah, I told you. I think early on is that we're just like the Cannonball Run guys. Of course, our podcast will be longer if the bloopers at the end will be longer than our actual podcast if I put them at the end.
Yeah.
So of course he makes up a song. It's not a very good song. It ends with met her on a Sunday. She was the best. Come Wednesday morning, I need a rest. It's something
Yeah.
about using his face as a
There's a
bicycle seat.
seat. Yeah.
And he said, of course, he cracks himself up, and he's like, "Man, fresh or what?" And Tom Highway's look on his face when he's saying that is like, "Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And what have I gotten myself into?"
Tom Highway too. Well, Tom Highway too. You think he's usually used to owning the room, and like this thing here, he's like, this isn't the case. Like this guy here is just his personality is just it's annoying him, but it's also like he just can't get away from the guy.
Oh yeah, like you see him like when he's making his song up. Tom Highway's like literally he's looking at the bus driver, he's looking at the road, almost thinking, "Are we there yet?" He's
Yeah.
looking away from him. He's not paying any attention to him until he says the bicycle seat line, and then he looks at him, and he's just disgusted with him.
Yeah.
So I think though that song could go up there is like a trilogy of songs with Queen's "I Want to Ride My Bicycle" and
Oh yeah.
Fat Bottom Girls.
Oh yeah.
Get on your bikes and ride. Most of this minute with Clint Eastwood is just him face acting this whole time.
Yeah, not many lines. trying to defend his position for whatever it is, either the magazine, one lady's angry titties.
Well, right. So that's the next thing. So he looks at the woman on the cover, and he said, "Man, that lady's got some angry titties and hostile projectiles."
He's like, she's not so bad.
Right? And he's like, that's where he gets in the whole, hey, look, you want to talk smack, I'll listen, but don't try to sell Stitch on making love or making something,
Yeah.
So I had never heard. I mean, this is the only movie where anybody referred to a pair of boobs as either angry titties or hostile projectiles. Have you ever heard angry titties before?
Never, never, ever.
Now, so I had to look up. I'm like, is angry titty a real thing? And you got to be careful when you Google that.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, no, I went straight to Urban Dictionary. I'm like, all right, let me. If they know, I've ever heard of it, it's there. And sure enough, it's got a definition. It was presented in 2018, and it says angry titties, breasts that are so saggy or otherwise visually displeasing that the person watching or looking becomes enraged from the mere sight of them. So of course they always use it in a sentence. And I finally got to see Miranda topless, and then and that bitch got some angry titties. I just punched the wall and stormed out of there. Now I don't think that is exactly how how Mario Van Peebles was using it, but
No.
but it kind of fits.
Yeah, you know what though? It's I can go with it.
Now, so I tried to find out what he meant by hostile projectiles, and that Urban Dictionary does not find that as a any sort of slang. So that I did Google because I was like, okay, that's probably a little safer to Google. And I basically got two main results. I got results for rocketreviews.com, which were basically projectiles. I guess it's all about missiles. Rate my
Okay.
missile. and and the next one was basically a YouTube video for this scene.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that one never caught on, I guess.
Yeah.
But he said, he's like, you put your junk in there, you're gonna get frostbite. And Tom Highway fought in Heartbreak Ridge, and we were discussed of in Korea how frigid cold it is, and how frostbite and hypothermia was a thing. So you'd think he'd be wary of that if Stitch Jones is correct.
Yeah.
But I'm still not really sure what he means by any of this.
Yeah.
But it's clearly negative, and he's not impressed with the woman on the cover. But Clint Eastwood, of course, like you said, defends it and says, "Well, she's not so bad."
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? And I gotta side with Clint Eastwood, even though we don't see the woman he's referring to. It's like, where is this coming from? Clearly, they have two different types.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. Tom Highway's a little bit more seasoned, so his taste have probably, matured a little. Some people like Bud Light, some people like Scotch.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. They are definitely different generations.
Yeah.
And we do know that Tom Highway has been around the block because as one of the first minutes we meet him, he's been doing certain things since Christ was a corporal.
Yeah, Jesus Christ was a corporal.
Hey, Stitch Jones is a corporal. Wow. I don't know what that means, but I really don't think I have much else for this this minute.
No, I think we pretty much covered it. This was this minute here was pretty much the Stitch show.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's just once again, it's planes, trains, and automobiles with Stitch Jones and Tom Highway.
Yeah.
They're they're more two guys on a bus. One is very talkative and one super annoyed. It's really that. I mean, it's really all there is to say about it. I mean, they got a couple funny lines from the last minute and this minute. So let's hopefully we get a change of scenery here soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll start to kind of start moving along a little bit. Get off this bus.
Okay, well let's finish minute 16.
Right
And
on.
if my schedule's correct, this is a Monday, and we 'cause this is all rinky dink, and
His little bush league.
So if we stay on pace and on schedule, we'll hope everyone's back on Wednesday for minute 17.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to try and be a little bit better with plugs. So please come to we got a Facebook page for Marine Corps Movie Minute. We got a listeners group. Oh, you know what? Last time I didn't even mention it's the Marine Corps Movie Minute quarter deck. So join us on the quarter deck. Come join us on my quarter deck, and and we'll thrash you. Let's find out. Actually, let's come back. For minute 17, find out what's that other thing that Stitch Jones is good at. He's making love and making something. So I'm dying to know.
I have an idea, but yeah, I'm kind of curious too.
Oh, all this time you haven't recorded?
No, we recorded one episode. He just started the recording again, so it's actually re-recording now, but he's gonna edit all that out.
Oh, so you were just bullshitting. So I texted Colby. I'm like, Perry just said my name downstairs. He was talking about me. She's like,
Billy's
why?
laughing.
She goes, what did you do? I'm like, nothing, Colby. I've been upstairs.